On tonight's episode of the podcast, we revisit the new Superman. Of course, it is dominating for 2 weeks in a row at the box office, so we're going to talk about it real quick once again. New in theaters this weekend was the sequel, reboot, requel, whatever you want to call it, of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Was it any good? We're going to chat about it. A lot of stuff going down over on the TV side. Dexter is back with Dexter Resurrection. The Institute is here based on the Stephen King novel. Star Trek is back for Strange New Worlds. I checked out Long Bright River. I finally got around to the Sea and the Bear season 4. And I'm going to do a little shout out on another little TV show called Stick. That and of course 2 weeks worth of entertainment news because we took last week off so you could listen to the Superman spoiler review. But we are back. Regular scheduled program at our regular scheduled time. Let's break it on down tonight on another brand new episode of Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Now, we are getting caught up with 2 weeks' worth because there was not a regular program of Am I on the Air last week. What we did do, though, is we still dropped you some hotness because we did come together to do the big Superman spoiler review. So we're going to talk about that here in a second. But tonight, it's season 30. It's episode 12, and tonight's show is titled, What Are You Waiting For? We're going to be breaking down the news from July the 9th through today, July the 22nd. So we're going to probably go for close to an hour, guys, because I got to get caught up with 2 weeks worth. Because, yes, you know I do go on live on this show every single Tuesday night, bringing you new episodes of week-by-week news and entertainment. Well, last week, I was caught in that crossroads, right? We wanted to do the spoiler review for Superman. Now, every single time for the last so many years, every time I do put out a spoiler episode and I put out a regular scheduled episode of our show, one of the two gets lost in the shuffle. For some reason, people can't seem to just listen to 2 episodes in 1 week. They make a decision and the other one just kind of gets left in the dust. And I don't like that. So I had to make the executive decision last week to say, you know what? Since we're doing this big special Superman episode, I'm going to skip our normal Am I on the Air for the week, and we'll bring it back the following week, get everybody caught up on everything. But I wanted the spoiler review episode to breathe for a week without something else to compete with it. So we are back now, like I said, July 9th through July 22nd, which is today, for season 30, episode 12, as we get back on our normal kind of grind. But, yeah, you know, when we did the last episode of Am I on the Air, I saw Superman early. I saw it 3 days early, so I was able to review it on our last episode. So going into that weekend, the only movie I went back to the theater to see was Superman again for a second time. So, like, I really felt like besides the news of the week, there wasn't a ton to talk about from a review standpoint. So I decided to lean into the spoiler reviews. So again, we did get together, myself, Friggins, Peeps, the same kind of crew you've seen over the last several years when we do a spoiler review. We did go live on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Am I on the Air, as always. And we went live for about an hour and 45 minutes breaking down Superman in all of its spoiler-filled glory. Talking about the highs, the lows, everything in between. Really talking about the DC journey as we kick off this new DC universe. We all loved the movie, and we all had different perspectives on things, and it was a great conversation. I always love getting together with those guys and having a chance to do the spoiler review. Now, as always, it's available in 2 formats. If you missed it for some reason, it's available in video form, like I said, right there on our YouTube page. It's also available right here on the podcast feed as an audio-only version, so I try to make sure that if you can't watch it, you can always listen to it. And if maybe you're only a listener of the podcast, but you're like, you know what, I would like to watch this, that'd be pretty cool. Go to our YouTube page, like I said. You can click on the playlist that says, Am I Still on the Air? And it has all of our big spoiler reviews from the last several years on there. So you can kind of go down the rabbit hole on that. But that's Superman. So check that out. And that's what we put out last week new for you guys. But I did go back to the theater. I saw Superman a second time. I saw it in 3D. And I loved it. I loved it even more than the first time I watched the movie. The movie has so much heart, such great action. The cast is amazing. I don't want to spend a ton of time on it because we have so much to talk about, and we already reviewed this movie and already did an hour 45 spoiler review on it. But it is the #1 movie in the world right now, so I had to shout it out one more time. Because as we go into this weekend, of course, we're going to pivot back to Marvel for Fantastic Four, so Superman will take a back seat, but I had such a great time with this film on the second go-around. Picked up on things I missed the first go-around. I just felt, I don't even know how to put words to it, man. It was just such a glory, like it's just that summer popcorn vibe, and it's such a movie that stuck with me. I think about it all the time. I can't wait to watch it again. I don't know if I'll get back to the theater and see it a third time. I hope so. I wish I had like a D-Box or a 4DX around me, or a Screen X, like something cool. I would love to see it in a really cool concept. Maybe I'll go up to Phoenix this weekend and watch it in their IMAX. Oh, I bet you they took it out for Fantastic Four. Okay, I'm ranting over here, but Superman, 5 out of 5 stars. It was awesome. If you guys haven't seen it for whatever reason, go check it out, man. What you waiting for? What are you waiting for, huh? So let's move to the new movie of the weekend, and that was I Know What You Did Last Summer. Of course, this one here is when 5 friends inadvertently cause a deadly car accident. They cover up their involvement and make a pact to keep it a secret rather than face the consequences. A year later, their past comes back to haunt them, and they're forced to confront a horrifying truth. Someone knows what they did last summer and is hell-bent on revenge. So you have a whole new clique of kids in this one here, but you do have the returning alumni of Jennifer Love Hewitt, coming back as Julie James, and Freddie Prinze Jr. coming back as Ray Bronson, who were both in the original 2 movies. This is a legacy sequel. Scream did it many years ago, where basically you bring in the new hot cast of kids, and then you bring in some legacy people to kind of link it back to the original movies. Like I said, Scream did it when they brought back Neve Campbell and Gail Weathers, Courtney Cox, and even Dewey to an extent. Like they did it, and they did it best. Scream really set the bar when it comes to it. The thing that always bugs me about these kind of movies is like when they just title it the same damn thing, right? So now we have I Know What You Did Last Summer 1997, and we got I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. It was the same thing they did with Scream. Scream 6 was just, or Scream 5 was just called Scream. And I hate it. It's just so unoriginal. Like if you're gonna do a reboot, cool. But if you're really bringing back other characters and it's a continuation, it's really a sequel, then why isn't it labeled something different, right? I don't know. That's just a pet peeve of mine. But what I will say about this movie here is it's okay. I dug it. I had a good time with it. I don't regret seeing it. Could it have been better? Sure. Should it have been better? Yes. It's one of those things where the kids kind of make a lot of dumb decisions. There's a lot of things that, and I know it's a horror movie. This happens in a ton of horror movies, so it's not to nitpick this one film, but it's just, things just happen so much out of convenience in this movie that it really was driving me crazy. And I'm going to keep it non-spoiler, so I don't want to get into stuff, but there was just so many moments that I'm like, why? Like, how? What? Come on. I was just constantly laughing. And I saw this movie with my wife, and she was doing the same thing, and we were just like, coincidence, coincidence. And really about halfway through the movie, I called a piece of what happens in the finale. I said, this is what I think is going to happen. And it is what happened. It's okay. You know, the reveal is all right. I can see why the reveal is what it is. I know other people have problems with it. It was fine. The kills are cool to an extent. Nothing super crazy, nothing super unique. But there is a fun time to be had. It's got some laughs. It's got some cool kills. It moves at a pretty good pace. And, you know, and it's under 2 hours, and that's always a good thing for a horror movie. So will I tell you drop everything you're doing and run to the theater? No. But do I think you could have a good time with it? Sure. Why not? I Know What You Did Last Summer 3 out of 5 stars. I think 3 out of 5 really hits the mark here for this requel, as they say. So that's what we got on the movie side. So let's go on over to the TV side, because this gets really exciting here, because I am over the moon that Dexter is back. Dexter is one of my all-time favorite television shows. I love every season. I just love this character. I love the concept. It is so damn good. And then they ended the show, and I was very, very sad. And then they brought it back a couple years ago with Dexter New Blood. And New Blood I liked, I didn't love, but I was very happy to have the character back. And then last year, they released a prequel show called Original Sin, which was basically the younger days, right? A whole new cast playing all the characters we love, with Dexter's first kill and kind of getting into the police department and all the things he does from there. And I really, really liked Original Sin. It was a good throwback to the original series. It gave me those vibes, and I had a good time with it. But then we found out they were going to do Dexter Resurrection. And for those of you that watch New Blood, at the end of New Blood, Dexter's son Harrison shot him. And when the show ended, it looked like he had killed his father. And for what I assume was the original plan, they were really killing off Dexter, and they were going to try to move on with a spin-off show based on Harrison. And maybe Michael C. Hall would come back and be kind of the voice in his son's head, right? Be the shadow that follows him around and teaches him things, like how Harry did for Dexter, right? But the love for the Dexter character was so strong that they said, you know what, we're going to pivot, and we're going to make it to where he didn't die, and he wakes up, and he's back. So in Dexter Resurrection, he's alive and killing it. Dexter Morgan awakes from a coma to find his son Harrison is gone without a trace. Realizing the weight of what he put on his son through, Dexter sets out for New York City, determined to find him and make things right. But closure won't come easy. When Miami Metro's Angel Batista arrives with questions, Dexter realizes his past is catching up to him fast. As father and son navigate their own darkness in a city that never sleeps, they soon find themselves deeper than they ever imagined. So, yeah, man, this show, I've watched 3 episodes have dropped. I love it. I love it so much. This is giving me those original Dexter vibes. He's back. He's doing his thing. I don't so much want the story with Harrison, but the way they've done it so far has not been bad. And it actually links up really well because Dexter's getting to do his thing. It's not just overly consumed with the son. Having Batista back, you know, looking for him and following Dexter. People knowing that Dexter's alive now after all these years of people thinking that he was dead. You know, it's crazy. So, and this one here has Uma Thurman in it. It's, you know, James Remar is back as Harry. Like I said, Angel Batista is here. You got Peter Dinklage. You got Neil Patrick Harris. You have Eric Stonestreet. Like, there's a lot of people that are going to pop up in this season, and I'm so ready for it, man. It just sounds so good. Our Jessica Jones, I'm forgetting her name, Jessica Ritter. Jessica Jones is in this at some point too. Man, I'm just every week when I watch this, I'm like a giddy little kid on my couch, just so excited. So Dexter Resurrection, you gotta watch it, man. If you've ever been a Dexter fan, this is the time to get back into it. It airs on Paramount Plus, and new episodes drop every weekend, so check it out. The other new show I checked out was The Institute. This is based on a Stephen King novel, and it's about a 14-year-old genius, Luke Ellis. He's kidnapped, and he awakens at the Institute, a facility full of children who all got there the same way he did, and all are possessed with unusual abilities. In a nearby town, haunted former police officer Tim Jameson has come looking to start a new life, but the peace and quiet won't last, as his story and Luke's are destined to collide. So this one here stars Ben Barnes and Mary Louise Parker, but mainly it's about these kids who have special abilities like telekinesis, different things that once people find out they have these abilities, they get abducted and they get brought to the Institute to be experimented on. So it's only been on for a couple episodes. The first 3 have dropped. I've watched it, and I'm into it. I like the show. I dig it. My wife read the book, so she was the one that was like, we got to watch this show. And I really had no interest, but she was so adamant because she read the book, and she loved the book. Once again, a Stephen King book. So I gave it a shot, and I really like it as well, too. So I'm curious to see where the show goes and where it'll take us. So check out The Institute. New episodes drop every weekend. Again, this one streams on MGM Plus. All right. Another new show that I checked out was Long Bright River. This is one that actually came out several months ago with Amanda Seyfried, and it's just been sitting in my queue, and I'm just kind of catching up on some stuff, so I decided to check out the first episode. It's about a police officer who patrols in a Philadelphia neighborhood hard hit by the opioid crisis. When a series of murders begins in the neighborhood, Mickey realizes that her personal history might be related to the case. So again, Amanda Seyfried, she's a cop, and all these people, all these victims are showing up, all ODing and being abducted and kidnapped, and all these things are happening. I only watched the first episode. I'm not sold yet on this show. I really liked the trailer. It looked interesting. It's the kind of story that I usually dig, but the first episode was pretty slow. Not much happens. It really dragged for me. But as always, I will always give a show at least 3 episodes to kind of get its groove going. So we'll see where it goes. So right now I'm just kind of on the fence, not completely sold. But one show that's back that I am sold on is Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It just started up again for season 3. They dropped the first 2 episodes, and they're really good, man. If you like Star Trek Strange New Worlds, it is back with a vengeance. I love this crew. I love this show. I'm not even a big Star Trek fan, but I love Strange New Worlds. So make sure you're checking out the new season, now streaming on Paramount Plus. I finally started The Bear season 4. I know this one came out about a month or 2 ago. But The Bear season 3, I hated it. I loved the first season. Season 2 was just okay. Season 3, I hated. So season 4 came out, and I was in no rush to jump in because I was so disappointed with season 3. But I finally checked it out. First episode, not too bad. So I'll continue the journey, and we'll see where the bear takes me in season 4. And lastly, I just want to shout out a show that just ended tonight for its first season, and that is Owen Wilson's show, Stick, over on Apple TV+. This is a show I've already reviewed on this podcast. But that was when I watched like the first couple episodes. The show is over now, and I absolutely loved it. And every time I finish a show that really stands out for me, I want to come on here and I want to implore you to check it out if you never have. I'm not a golf guy. I hate golf, to be honest. But this show just has so much heart, so much love behind it. It's funny as hell, and I had a great time with it, man. Owen Wilson teaching a prodigy kid, Santi, to golf and take his game to the next level. This show was excellent, and the season finale was tonight. So if you've been waiting or you want something to binge, you can now do that because all 10 episodes of Stick are available to stream. So I just wanted to give it a quick shout out and tell you that I love it. So let's recap real quick. Superman, now in theaters, 5 out of 5 stars. I Know What You Did Last Summer, now in theaters, 3 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, 2 thumbs up for Dexter Resurrection over on Paramount Plus. Make sure you check that out. The Institute, thumbs up from me over on MGM Plus. Star Trek Strange New World Season 3, now streaming over on Paramount Plus. Long Bright River, I'm on the fence. We'll see where it goes over on Peacock. The Bear Season 4 over on FX. And shout out to Stick. Love Stick. 2 thumbs up. Go check it out over on Apple TV Plus. All right, now let's get into the box office. I'm going to read 2 weeks because remember, we skipped a week, so I don't want to leave it out of the materials here. So going back 2 weekends ago for the July 11th through the 13th, this was opening weekend for Superman. Coming in number 10 is Materialist. Number 9 was Megan 2.0. Number 8, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Number 7, Lilo and Stitch. Number 6, 28 Years Later. Number 5, Elio. Number 4, How to Train Your Dragon. Number 3, F1. Number 2, Jurassic World Rebirth. And number 1 was Superman with $125 million. So very nice debut there for Superman. $125 million. And then we go into the current weekend that we just passed. Coming in number 10, 28 Years Later. Number 9, Lilo and Stitch, which is also available to buy or rent on premium VOD. Number 8 is Elio. Number 7 was a debut. It was Eddington, so not doing very well. Only $4 million from Eddington at number 7. Number 6 is How to Train Your Dragon, which is also available on premium VOD now to buy or rent. Number 5, F1. Number 4, Smurfs. That was a debut there for Smurfs. Did not debut very well. $11 million for an animated kids movie. Smurfs, you would think, would do way better. It only did 11 mil. And I understand, because that trailer was horrendous, man. My daughter looked at me and said, hell no, I don't want to see that, Dad. And I said, cool, because I don't want to take you, daughter. So that's just where I landed on that. Number 3, another debut, I Know What You Did Last Summer. We just talked about it. $12.7 million in its debut at number 3. Number 2, Jurassic World Rebirth, still hanging in, doing really, really well. $23 million in its third week. And number 1, again, Superman, only a 53% drop, which is amazing for a movie that made $125 million in its first weekend. Week number 2, Superman number 1 with $58.4 million. So awesome second weekend. And just as of a couple days ago, Superman has crossed the $400 million mark worldwide. All right. That is all now out the way, so we can get into our news of the last couple weeks. So I'm going to try to blaze through a lot of this, because again, we got a lot to get through, and I don't want to keep you guys for 10 hours, because we're already 20 minutes in. So again, if you like to watch any of these trailers, read any full articles, look at some posters, it's on our X page. You don't have to subscribe. I mean, I'd love for you to subscribe. I'd love for you to give us a follow. But if you don't, even if you don't use X, you can just type in x.com/amiontheair, and you can see all the stuff I'm talking about. You don't even need to subscribe. So there you go. We have the first little teaser trailer for The Morning Show Season 4. I love this show. I'm ready for it. It's going to drop September 17th on Apple TV+. We also have the first teaser trailer for Wednesday Season 2 Part 1. Premieres on August 6th, so it is getting close to that. So yeah, check out the new trailer for Wednesday. Let's see here. The highest grossing actors of all time. Check this out. This is very interesting. The 10 highest grossing actors at the global box office. Out of the 10, the only non-MCU character is Tom Cruise. That is crazy. That is so crazy, man. So, yeah, they're all up here because of the MCU. So, coming in number 10 is Bradley Cooper with $11 billion. Number 9 is Chris Hemsworth with $12 billion. Just above Chris Hemsworth is Vin Diesel with $12 billion. At number 7, he's tied with exactly what Chris Evans has at $12 billion at number 7. Number 6 is Tom Cruise with $13 billion. Number 5 is Chris Pratt with $14 billion. Number 4 is Zoe Saldana with $14.2 billion. Number 3 is Robert Downey Jr. with $14.3 billion. Number 2 is Samuel L. Jackson with 14.8 billion. And the new number 1, we talked about it, I think, on last week's episode, Scarlett Johansson with 14.9 billion, as she is now the highest grossing actor. So, you got Scarlett Johansson, Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Downey Jr., Zoe Saldana, Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, Vin Diesel, Chris Hemsworth, and Bradley Cooper, all MCU people, and then Tom Cruise. So there you go. We have the first teaser for the SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, which features Mark Hamill voicing the Flying Dutchman. So check out the new teaser trailer there. We also have the all-new trailer for Twisted Metal Season 2. I'm so excited for this one. It premieres July 31st over on Peacock. I'm so excited. I loved Season 1 of Twisted Metal. We have the first poster for Darren Aronofsky's Caught Stealing, starring Austin Butler. It's a pretty cool poster. The Amateur is now streaming over on Hulu. This is Rami Malek's movie that came out earlier this year. I really liked the movie. It was a good one. And it is over on Hulu right now. The Stewart Big Bang spinoff has officially been given an HBO Max order, so congratulations there. Rumor has it that Michael Bay is working on a new Transformers movie, but there's actually 4 Transformers projects in the works, and we're going to have to wait and see which one they give the green light to. Very happy to announce that Murderbot will be returning for Season 2. I loved Season 1 of Murderbot. Such a fun show that's on Apple TV+. It's a great sci-fi show with a lot of humor and action. So it was great. I loved it. So glad to see it's been renewed for Season 2. The Scrubs reboot is officially greenlit over at ABC. That's awesome. It has received a straight-to-series order for the 2025 to 2026 season. Zach Braff, Donald Faison, and Sarah Chalk are all returning in their original roles. The first poster for the Office spinoff, The Paper, has dropped, and this new show will be premiering September 4th over on Peacock. Again, this is a spinoff of The Office. It is called The Paper. Speaking of Dexter Resurrection, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'm telling you guys, man, go check this one out. Sausage Party Foodtopia Season 2 trailer. I feel like I just finished Season 1. I don't know how a Season 2 is already here. But yeah, check out the first teaser trailer for that, as crazy as it is. King of the Hill Season 14 trailer has dropped. Jason Momoa in his new show Chief of War gets its first trailer. This is coming soon to Apple TV+. Sorry, I got tied up there. James Gunn says that each DCU movie, from Superman to Clayface to Sergeant Rock to Supergirl, will all be tonally different. He says he wants every director to do their own thing. Even though they're in the same universe, he doesn't want them to all look alike. So everybody will have a different tone, and don't worry just because they're under the same universe. Over on Thunderbolts, we got an article up with Olga Kurilenko, who played Taskmaster. She talks about the major changes to the movie based on her perspective, so it's a very interesting read there. Larry David is returning to HBO with a new sketch comedy series that will be produced by the Obamas. Other Curb Your Enthusiasm alums will be involved as well. Young Sheldon's Annie Potts has been cast in Fox's new Doc Martin adaptation. So no word yet if she will continue to pop up here and there on Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Virgin River has been renewed for Season 8, so congratulations there. Outlander Blood of My Blood, we have the new trailer for the spinoff coming to Starz. It is the spinoff's prequel. Upload, which is a show I absolutely love. I love Upload, and we finally found out when the final season is coming to Prime Video, August 25th. So it'll wrap up the 4-season run. I am ready. I love this show, and I'm ready to check out this new season. Very excited. August 25th. Show I was very into was Duster over on HBO Max, and it has been canceled. That's right. So Duster has been canceled. No Season 2. This was the show starring Josh Holloway that took place in the 70s. I had a ton of fun with the show. I really, really dug it, and sad to see it go. We have a breakdown of the Big Bang Theory spinoff. Stewart fails to save the universe. We have the full breakdown of what to expect with this show, and it's pretty damn crazy. Netflix is closing its Queer Eye after 10 seasons, so they're wrapping that show up. Something Wicked is coming to NBC, a 2-hour primetime special. It'll be featuring performances with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, and it will be coming to NBC on November 6th. Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow star in the first trailer for Netflix's The Hunting Wives, which I believe the show has dropped since this trailer dropped, since I'm kind of catching up on 2 weeks worth of news. This show is now streaming over on Netflix. Let's see here. We talked about that. Josh Segarra is going to be the sheriff in Fox's Doc Martin adaptation. Roger Jean Page eyes a funny role that he's in negotiations to do, and we got some more casting updates for that one. Let's see here. Wednesday, we already talked about part 1 is dropping August 6th. Part 2 will drop September 3rd. Guy Ritchie is no longer set to direct Roadhouse 2, and that is a major bummer. I was actually really excited about that one. Amazon MGM is still intent on starting production on the film this fall as they search for a new director. We have the first trailer for the live-action Red Sonja movie. This is going to hit theaters and digital on August 15th. Jensen Ackles says the Boys prequel series Vault Rising begins filming next month. It will include the origins of Soldier Boy and Stormfront, and it follows a murder mystery set in the 1950s. A new Night at the Museum movie is in the works. The film will be a new story set at the museum with all new characters. Let's see here. The new King of the Hill premieres August 4th over on Hulu. We have the first poster for the It TV series, Welcome to Derry. It premieres in October over on HBO Max. Let's see here. DC Superman movie could lead to a couple spin-off shows. They are discussing doing a Mr. Terrific spinoff and maybe even a Jimmy Olsen spinoff. So I'm all about the Mr. Terrific one. And as much as I love Jimmy Olsen in the movie, does he need his own show? I don't know about a Jimmy Olsen show. I could take a Daily Planet show maybe with him in it. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see how it pans out. But it is something they are discussing. Marvel's Kevin Feige could have ran DC Studios instead of James Gunn. That's right. Supposedly the rumor is DC reached out to Kevin Feige directly and asked him if he would want to take the job. And he said, nah, I'm good at Marvel, son. And so then they went to James Gunn. Legendary Pictures is looking to maybe pick up Lionsgate Studios. Yes, they are looking at an acquisition. So we'll see if that actually goes through. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman's Practical Magic 2 will also feature the returns of Diane Wiest and Stockard Channing. New additions include Joey King, Lee Pace, Maisie Williams, Zolo Mariduana, and Soli McLeod. All right. We talked about that. Taylor Kitsch is going to star in a new survival thriller called 11 Days. We have the first official teaser trailer for Alice in Borderland Season 3. This is going to be premiering on Netflix on September 25th. We have the new poster for Honey Don't, starring Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, and Chris Evans. This is Ethan Cohen's new movie. I think it looks pretty fun. I don't know if I'll see it in the theater. It's probably more of a streaming kind of movie, but it looks decent. Let's see. We talked about that. Anne Hathaway's Colleen Hoover thriller Verity moves to fall of 2026 for its release date. David Zaslav champions the new DC universe in a bold 10-year plan after the Superman box office victory. He says the vision is clear, the momentum is real. So check out the full article if you are interested there. Ryan Johnson says that his scrap Star Wars trilogy was a very conceptual and never had an outline or a treatment or anything. He says nothing ever really happened with it. So for all these years that he said it was still coming, he didn't do shit. What do we got here? We got the new ensemble poster for Ron Howard's new film Eden. This hits theaters on August 22nd. It stars Jude Law, Ana de Armas, Vanessa Kirby, Daniel Bruhl, and Sydney Sweeney. Let's see. That new Chief of War series premieres August 1st on Apple TV Plus with Jason Momoa. We have the official teaser for Long Story Short, which is a new comedy series from the creator of BoJack Horseman. This premieres August 22nd over on Netflix. Lilo and Stitch hit the $1 billion club, so congratulations there. It's the only film of 2025 that has crossed $1 billion. Let's see here. I just got some old box office stuff I'm going to kind of skip through. We have the official trailer for Perfect Match Season 3, which premieres August 1st over on Netflix. Robin Wright and Olivia Cooke star in the first teaser trailer for The Girlfriend, which is a new psychological thriller series that is premiering September 10th over on Prime Video. The new HBO Harry Potter series has officially begun production. We have your first look at Dominic McLaughlin as Harry Potter. Legendary Street Fighter movie has cast Vinyut Jamwal as Dalsum, so very cool there as they continue to ramp that one up. Let's see here. We got this was awesome. So last week they started releasing some teaser things for Mortal Kombat 2. Remember, Johnny Cage is one of the main characters in this movie, and he is an actor, right? So they put out some fake movie posters for the movies that he was in, like Uncaged Fury, and then they put out a little teaser trailer of a fake movie that he did, which looked awesome as they were teasing the new Mortal Kombat trailer to come. And then we got the new Mortal Kombat trailer. Guys, holy shit. One of my favorite trailers of the year. I love it. Carl Urban's Johnny Cage is the main character of this movie. He is pulled into the tournament. He's just a normal dude. He's just an actor who's very handsome. And now he's got to fight with all these people with powers and all kinds of shit. This movie looks insane. It looks like the first movie should have been. I don't mind the first Mortal Kombat movie, but it's not the greatest. This looks like the movie we've all been waiting for. It's got fatalities. It's got the gruesomeness. It's hell R-rated. It's funny. It's cheesy. It's tongue-in-cheek. It is everything you want in a Mortal Kombat movie. The film comes out October 24th. I am sold. I am in. This looks so damn good. We have the first teaser for Eminem's new documentary called Stands. This hits theaters on August 7th. We found out that a film adaptation of Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go is in the works. It'll be starring Ariana Grande and Josh Gad. It's going to come to theaters in 2028. Madeline Klein and KJ Apa star in the first trailer for The Map That Leads to You. This premieres August 20th over on Prime Video. The Emmy nominations came out, and Severance led the Emmys with the most nominations, 27 to be exact. And of course, we have the full list of this year's nominees for the Emmys, so make sure you check that out. We have our first look at Nick Frost as Hagrid in HBO's new Harry Potter series. We have the new poster for Stranger Things Season 5, which looks awesome. And then, of course, after the poster comes the trailer. We got the first official trailer for Stranger Things Season 5. It looks fantastic. So cannot wait for that when it drops in November. A new sci-fi comedy movie called Alpha Gang has added Chris Pine and Lily Rose Depp to the cast. Blue Beetle looks like he's going to get an animated movie or TV show. I'm not sure what they're going to do yet, but it will take place in the actual DCU. And Zolo from the movie is actually reprising his role. So he's very happy to tell some more stories that might not be possible in live action. And yeah, he's happy to be back. So very cool there. Blue Beetle, I really enjoyed, and glad to see that they're kind of keeping him in-house for the new DCU. Let's see here. We got some plot details for the upcoming Clayface movie. Check that out if you're interested. I don't want to spoil nothing. Donkey Kong movie is confirmed to be in development over at Universal Pictures. Megan 2.0 is going to get an unrated version. And like I said, it is on digital now, so you can buy or rent that there. Tyrese Gibson and Max Martini unearth a conspiracy in Hollywood Grit. It's a new trailer that dropped. The 100 veteran Richard Harmon has joined Patrick Dempsey in Fox's new show Memory of a Killer. Let's see here. Chip and Joanna Gaines, along with Michael Strahan, will be some of the entrepreneurs that'll be on the new season of Shark Tank. So I love that show. So some new entrepreneurs is always good. Brilliant Minds has cast Bellamy Young in a season 2. She'll play Amelia Frederick. Let's see here. We have your guide to all the Comic-Con stuff. Remember, this weekend is Comic-Con, so we should have a ton to talk about when we get to next week's show. But we have your full guide here. 40 plus TV panels, a whole bunch more. So check out that article if you are interested. We have the first trailer for Butterfly, which is starring Daniel Day Kim. It's coming to Prime Video. It's a new spy thriller. Looks incredible. I love this trailer. I will be watching this show for sure. James Gunn dropped the first teaser poster for the Supergirl movie. That's right. I love this poster. The movie hits theaters June 26th of 2026. And the poster is simple. It is the logo of the new Superman movie. And you know how the slogan is "Look Up." The up has spray paint on over it that says "out," so it says "Look Out" instead. And Supergirl is posing next to it, drinking a drink. And if you look closely, her hands are all very bloody, so she's been in some fights. But it's a simple poster, but it's an amazing poster. I absolutely love this one, so check that out if you're interested. Disney and Pixar have shared their first teaser for their new movie Hoppers. This hits theaters March 6th of 2026. We have a poster for Mortal Kombat 2, which looks awesome, so check that out. Remember, for Stranger Things, Volume 1 hits November 26th, Volume 2 is December 25th, and the finale is December 31st. Julia Roberts, Ayo Edebiri, and Andrew Garfield star in the first trailer for After the Hunt. This is Luca Guadagnino's new film that's going to hit theaters in October. We have the cast of the Legend of Zelda movie. That's right, Nintendo has announced that Bo Bragason is going to be Zelda, and Benjamin Avon Ainsworth will be Link. So there you go, two unknowns, but some kids that are going to be Zelda and Link. So I'm glad to see, as we move closer to the Zelda movie finally coming to fruition. Let's see here. Millie Bobby Brown and Gabriel LaBelle are going to star in a new Netflix rom-com called Just Picture It. The film will follow two college students who are shocked when their phones glitch, showing them pictures from 10 years in the future as a happily married couple with kids. Very interesting. We also have the first poster for Hoppers. The film follows a girl who transfers her mind into a robotic beaver to help the animals fight the construction plans from the local mayor. The Wonder Woman movie is supposedly being fast-tracked over at DC Studios. They want to get their Wonder Woman going, so why not? Let's do it. I'm down. Lewis Pullman and Maya Hawke are going to star in a new surrealist rom-com called Wishful Thinking. The film follows a volatile couple who discovers their emotional state has supernatural consequences on the world around them. First look at Brendan Fraser is here in his new movie Rental Family. The film follows a struggling actor who is hired as a token American guy for a Japanese rental family company in Tokyo. Very interesting. Aaron Taylor Johnson will officially star as the werewolf in Robert Eggers' new upcoming werewolf movie that he's doing that's going to hit theaters on Christmas of next year, December 25th, 2026. Let's see here. We talked about Butterfly, the new Daniel Day Kim show. That premieres August 13th. Oh, again, over on Prime Video. I'm so there. The first IMAX 70mm tickets went on sale for Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. A year from now is when it comes out, and these tickets have already sold out. You guys are crazy for Christopher Nolan. That's for damn sure. We got some updates about the Batman 2 and Wonder Woman from James Gunn. You can check out The Walking Dead, Dead City has been renewed for Season 3 over on AMC. Sullivan's Crossing will continue to have a stateside home now the CW has decided to air Season 4 of the Canadian drama. Two of the Bears' most notable guest stars are set to unite in a new FX drama. This is going to star Olivia Colman and Brie Larson in this new show. Christina on the Coast has been canceled over on HGTV. Ryan Gosling and Will Ferrell are going to star in a new project. The duo are in talks to star in and produce in a movie called Tough Guys. It'll be an action comedy that's being set up over at Amazon MGM. I love it. Will Ferrell's great. Ryan Gosling's great. Two of them together. Tough Guys, comedy, action comedy. I am 100% sold. Let's do this thing. All right, going back to the Brie Larson, Olivia Colman show. It is called Cry Wolf. It's going to be a limited series there. Cameron Diaz is going to star in a new action comedy called Bad Day over on Netflix. Ryan Murphy is set to move forward with over on FX with The Shards, which is based on the Bret Easton Ellis book. And he's already started casting for that. A new Amityville with a fresh angle is coming from the Deadstream writer-directors Joseph and Vanessa Winter. Hocus Pocus 3 conversations are going now. That is what Sarah Jessica Parker confirms. Jurassic World Rebirth will be coming to digital on August 5th. Zach Kreger's Resident Evil movie will not be completely obedient to the games, so he's going to get to do his own thing there. Let's see here. Ryan Johnson says he would love to continue making Knives Out films for as long as he can. So there you go. We're going to keep that stretching. Michelle Monaghan is joining John Cena and Eric Andre in a new Netflix comedy called Little Brother. Minnie Driver, Jeffrey Donovan, and Natasha Karam are going to star in part 1 of The Faithful, which is going to be a Fox event series. Lily Reinhart is set to top line a new rom-com called The Love Hypothesis for Amazon MGM. Tarek Musa's show, The Flipping El Musas, has also been canceled over on HGTV. It looks like a bunch of shows are being canceled at HGTV. I don't know what they're doing over there, but we got an article up with pretty much a whole list here of shows that they are canceling. The only one I watch is the Flipping El Musas, so kind of bummed about that one, but hey, it's all good at the end of the day. Remember, we had heard a rumor, I had talked about this like a year ago when they started making this movie, but that in Fantastic Four, John Malkovich had been cast. But you see the trailers, you see the things, and you don't see any John Malkovich. Well, now we found out why, because his role has been cut from the film. He was going to be playing Red Ghost, and his role was cut from the film. And the director of the film says it was heartbreaking not to include him, but he just says, you know, they were trying to keep a tight pace, and it just didn't need the subplot with him, so it was unfortunate. So John Malkovich's Red Ghost has been cut from the Fantastic Four. An Assassin's Creed live-action series has been greenlit over on Netflix. This is pretty exciting. A live-action series adaptation of the video game Assassin's Creed has been officially greenlit over on Netflix. Roberto Bettini and David Weiner will serve as creators, showrunners, and executive producers. We have the first full trailer for WWE's new show Unreal, which is a kind of behind-the-scenes documentary that's coming to Netflix on July 29th. And so definitely check that out. I know I will be. That's awesome. We have the first poster for Platonic Season 2. This hits Apple TV Plus on August 6th. I loved Season 1 of Platonic. This new Season 2 looks awesome. We got the trailer with the poster. August 6th. Check out this trailer. So good. Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne. So good. I cannot wait. Simon Cowell, The Next Act. This is going to be coming soon to Netflix. It's going to come out in December. Cameras follow Simon Cowell as he sets out to create the next global boy band sensation. So there you go there. We have a trailer up for Vanessa Kirby's new movie that's coming to Netflix. It is called Night Always Comes. This premieres on Netflix August 15th. On a dangerous odyssey through a single night, a woman faces her dark past in order to break free. Great trailer. I loved it. I will be watching this for sure. We got a really kick-ass new poster for Tron Ares. And of course, with that poster, we got the trailer. That's right. The new trailer dropped for Tron Ares. This October, they're coming to our world. Tron Ares is hitting theaters in IMAX October 10th. This trailer is phenomenal. Loved it. It was a great day, man. The Tron trailer came out. The Mortal Kombat trailer came out. Great stuff. We got the all-new character posters for Mortal Kombat. So cool. So many characters. Awesome stuff. Taika Waititi is going to do a new Judge Dredd. Can you believe it? That's right. He is attached to direct a new Judge Dredd movie from a script written by Drew Pearce. This is badass. Drew Pearce is an amazing writer. Taika is a great director. We could get a pretty cool Judge Dredd here, man. I'm actually really excited for this one. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, yes, has been delayed again, but not too bad this time. Just 3 weeks. So we've already waited 10 years for this sequel. What's another 3 weeks, right? The film will now release on June 25th of 2027. We have the final trailer for Nobody 2. This hits theaters on August 15th. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert has been officially canceled by CBS. The series will end in May of 2026. Invincible has officially been renewed for season 5 over on Prime Video. Netflix has shared the first Red Band teaser for Fixed, which is streaming August 13th. We have the all-new trailer for Alien Earth, which premieres August 12th over on FX and Hulu. There are 2 post-credit scenes in the new Fantastic Four movie, a mid-credits and a post-credits. Creature Commando Season 2 is being worked on, but it is not being written by James Gunn. James Gunn did all of Season 1, but he said he has handed off Season 2 to other writers. So get ready, man. It might not have that same flow without Gunn. Crystal Lake has found its new little Jason Voorhees for the Friday the 13th prequel series. It's a new unknown kid. Let's see here. Basic Instinct is going to be getting a reboot. I'm super down for that. A Captain Planet live-action remake is coming to Netflix. A new Barbie animated movie is in development. The Fantastic Four first reactions say the film is one of the best things Marvel has ever made. Stunning visuals, excellent performances from the leading cast. I have heard nothing but amazing things for Fantastic Four. I am over the moon excited for this movie, big time. All right. Let's see here. Got several articles up with Kevin Feige talking about all kinds of Marvel stuff. Just about the last couple years in Marvel, the mandate to make too many TV shows, how people think things are homework. A lot of really cool reads, so make sure you check that out. Law & Order star Mehcad Brooks is going to be leaving the NBC series ahead of season 25. Tracker is losing a couple more of its original cast members. Stephen Colbert saying goodbye to his late night show. Let's see here. Talked about that. We got the ABC schedule. That's right. They have released their fall TV premiere dates for 911, Abbott Elementary, Grey's Anatomy, High Potential, and so much more. So check that out. The Dexter Resurrection premiere drew 46% bigger audience than Dexter Original Sin, and it is Showtime's biggest debut ever. So congratulations there. Dexter's still killing it after all these years. Let's see here. Like I said, lots of stuff there with Kevin Feige. Sorry, I'm just not going to waste a bunch of time with all this stuff here. There's so much with Kevin Feige, so I just want you guys to check out the articles if you're interested on some of the things he's saying, because some of it makes sense, some of it don't. So I don't even want to bother at this damn point. What do we got here? Oh, so we are officially in production on Ted Lasso season 4. That is right. It's back, baby. They're doing it. So it is officially now playing. Jennifer Love Hewitt has some thoughts on the next I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel. Even though it's a wait and see game, they definitely have a post-credit scene that hinted some stuff. Supergirl scribe Ana Noguera is going to pen the reboot of Wonder Woman, so she must have done such a great job on Supergirl that James Gunn is like, why don't you go make Wonder Woman now? So I heard she's also working on Teen Titans, the live-action Teen Titans, so they must love this writer. That is pretty awesome. What is not pretty awesome, and it always is a bummer every single time I do this show and we have to talk about deaths, because we were saddened by the news yesterday that Malcolm Jamal Warner had passed away, of course, best known for playing Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. He died at 54 years old in an accidental drowning. He was on vacation with his family, and the tide pulled him out, and he drowned. Very, very sad, very heartbreaking. I always loved seeing Malcolm Jamal Warner pop up on shows. I mean, I grew up with The Cosby Show, but as I got older, he always popped up on different shows I was watching. I just recently was watching the show Alert Missing Persons Unit. He was a regular on that, so I just saw him on a show literally a couple weeks ago. Very, very heartbreaking news to see, especially with something like a drowning like this. That's just an accident and so sad. So our thoughts and prayers out to his family and friends. Futurama is going to drop all 10 episodes of season 13 in September. Jake Johnson has been cast to star opposite Tatiana Maslany in the upcoming Apple TV Plus series Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, which is coming from creator and showrunner David J. Rosen. We have the new poster for Predator Badlands, which is pretty awesome. And of course, with the new poster came a new trailer. So you see the trend, right? First Hunt, Last Chance from the director of Prey. We have the brand new trailer for Predator Badlands. This premieres November 7th in theaters. Love this trailer. So good, man. What a fresh concept for Predator. I love it. We also got the first teaser poster for Avatar Fire and Ash, and I've been wondering, when am I gonna get a trailer for this movie? It comes out in December. We've seen nothing. Well, Now we know. The first trailer will air exclusively in theaters this weekend with the Fantastic Four. So very excited because I'm going to Fantastic Four on Thursday in 3D. No, not in 3D. Just going to Fantastic Four in IMAX. And I can't wait to see this damn trailer. I heard it's amazing and I'm stoked. I'm a big Avatar fan and I am ready to see something for Fire and Ash. We got a behind-the-scenes look at the Naked Gun, which is pretty awesome. We have our first look at Anne Hathaway as Andy Sachs in The Devil Wears Prada 2, which is now filming. We have the first teaser trailer for Osgood Perkins' new film Keeper, which hits theaters November 14th. Another new poster for FX's Alien Earth, which premieres August 12th. I like this poster. Very cool. We got a whole article up with new and returning cast members for Ted Lasso Season 4. Let's see here. Dawson's Creek alums Katie Holmes and Joshua Jackson are going to be reuniting to star in Happy Hours, which will be an upcoming film trilogy that they're working on. Let's see. Matt Shackman talks about the Russo brothers often visiting the set of the Fantastic Four. He says they wanted to visit our sets and watch scenes as they were coming together to get to know these characters so that they could treat them well, do right by them in Doomsday, right? They're going to be in the next couple Avengers movies, so they wanted to make sure that they were doing their thing right. They says they're really good protectors of these characters as well. So it makes me really happy to see the transition that the Russo brothers took the time to really write these characters in the proper way. Kevin Feige confirmed that Mephisto will appear in more MCU's future. He says he's here and the potential is clear. Let's see here. We have your first look at Eternity, which is starring Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Callum Turner. The rom-com follows a reality where everyone must decide who they want to spend eternity with. James Gunn says that Supergirl is an edgier and rougher movie than Superman. He says Supergirl is a way more rock and roll film. It's a little bit rougher in certain ways. She's a tougher character. She's not Superman at all. Adria Arjona, which, speaking of Wonder Woman, everybody wants her for Wonder Woman, but she is stepping in to Michael B. Jordan's new movie first, the Thomas Crown Affair remake. She is stepping in as a co-lead after Taylor Russell just left the film over creative differences. The cast also includes Kenneth Branagh, Lily Gladstone, Denai Guerrera, and Aisha Hart. South Park has landed a $1.5 billion streaming deal with Paramount Plus, so congratulations. Get that money, son. Happy Face has been canceled after one season over on Paramount Plus. That makes sense to me. I actually watched this show. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm about halfway through, and I can't see a second season of this show. It is such a one and done to me, so kind of, I understand why they're doing what they're doing. Dakota and Elle Fanning are set to star together in a film adaptation of The Nightingale. It's going to hit theaters February 12th of 2027. Evil Dead Burn has officially started filming. Very excited to see a new Evil Dead movie, so like that there. We have a new cast poster for Gen V Season 2. It's going to be premiering on Prime Video September 17th. Oh, man, we're back to sad news once again. I've totally... and this just happened today. So I was rocked this morning finding out that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away. Rock legend Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, Black Sabbath frontman, passed away 1948 to 2025. Very sad to see. They just did a tribute concert to him a couple weeks back where he played his final show as a solo artist, as the leader of Black Sabbath. He has had Parkinson's. He's had a lot of health issues. He sat in a throne for the whole concert, but he sang his heart out and they performed. And this was just like 2 weeks ago. So I was like, damn, Ozzy's still doing his thing, man. But he got to say goodbye. And then I see this news today and it was just heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking. But I'm glad he got to do that goodbye concert, man. I'm glad that all those bands got to celebrate him while he was still alive to see it. So rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. We will definitely miss you. I grew up on Ozzy my entire life, and he will definitely be missed. All right. Spider-Man Brand New Day is officially going to begin filming on August 1st. It hits theaters July 24th of next year. Keanu Reeves and Aziz Ansari's new movie Good Fortune is going to drop its new trailer tomorrow. The Fantastic Four is certified fresh at 88% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. We have the new poster for The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. We think The Mr. Terrific spin-off show is moving forward as DC has just filed for new trademarks on Mr. Terrific, so that makes a lot of people wonder what those trademarks are for. Usually it is for a TV show or a movie, something like that. So I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. So I hope they do something there. It'll be pretty awesome. Pedro Pascal's movie Freaky Tales is going to be hitting HBO Max on August 8th. We got an article up with Brandon Routh talking about after what he felt after watching Superman. Mission Impossible 8 is coming to digital on August 19th. The Night Agents Ariane Mandy has joined Chicago PD as a new series regular for season 13. Chris Estrada is going to be doing some heavy lifting for NBC's new show called Forklift. It's a new comedy they're putting together. I really enjoyed this guy on the show This Fool over on Hulu. Really, really funny guy, so I will definitely check out Forklift for him. Very excited about this news. I'm a big Power fan over on Starz. I've enjoyed some of the spinoffs. I've not enjoyed others as much, but we're getting another spinoff called Power Origins, which will be a prequel series following Ghost and Tommy as young men. It has officially been given a series order. I am so down for this. This is the spinoff I've wanted from day one. Give me Tommy and Ghost. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Power Origins. This is awesome. The Voice 29 is coming back soon. NBC has got a new show coming out called Stumble. It's a cheerleading mockumentary. It'll come out in the 2025-26 season. Maya Rudolph's show Loot, which is amazing, by the way. If you've never seen Loot, you need to watch Loot. It is so good. It's coming back for its next season on October 15th over on Apple TV Plus. I'm ready. Naomi Ackie is in early talks to join the lineup of the Clayface movie that director James Watkins is doing. Kristen Milotti, that she's hot off her Emmy nomination for The Penguin. She's jumping into her next screen project, which will be an independent horror thriller that is titled Buddy. And on that note, we did it. Oh, I told you it was going to be about an hour, and we're at 58 minutes right now. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Do I know or do I know? I've been doing this long enough. That'll do it for me. Let me get you guys out of here, man. It's been an hour. What are you still doing here? Thank you for getting caught up with me. We'll be back to our normal show next week, where it'll be back to about 30 minutes. I can only do 1 week at a time, man. I hate doing 2 weeks. It's a lot of work. But, you know, I hope you guys feel vindicated. I hope that you feel knowledgeable coming off of 2 weeks worth of news and all the good reviews. So let's do it. Let's wrap it up. myontheair.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark that. It's got links to everything you need. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/amiontheair. You can give us a follow over on X at Am I on the Air? You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads, so if you're over there, or if Blue Sky, just search Am I on the Air, and you'll find us over there as well. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast feed. Give us a 5-star review. Give us a thumbs up wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it be Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever. Just make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Support the show. It's the easiest thing you could do. It's free. And then, of course, check out all our other socials like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air? Thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Make sure you follow them at Red Dragons Radio and at PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. And that'll do it for me on this Tuesday, July the 22nd. Like I said, in a couple days, I'll be checking out Fantastic Four First Steps in IMAX. And very, very excited, especially after all this early buzz. And we'll be back next week to break it all down for y'all. So have an amazing week. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragons!